class. Hope you all are doing great. Let's start our today's lesson. Before going towards the main topic, let's have a recap of our statistical data and handling. Okay, what is statistics? Statistics is a branch of mathematics in which we collect data, organize data, and present data. Okay, what is data? Data is a piece of information. It may be raw materials, facts and figures. We know how to collect data, how to organize it, how to display the data. So today's topic is bar graph. Recently we have done with the pie chart. Today we will start our bar graph. What is bar graph? Like pie chart, bar graph is also a graphical representation of data, quantities, numbers using bars or strips. The definition of bar graph is bar graph is a graphical representation of data. It may be quantities, and numbers. Using strips or bars. That's why it is called as bar graph. Bar graph is a graphical representation of data, quantities, numbers using strips or bars. Like pie chart. Pie chart is also a representation of data using a circle which is divided into sectors. But in bar graph we will draw the bars or strips. How will we draw the bar graph? Let's see it. When we are going to draw a bar graph, we have to draw a vertical line and a horizontal line. The horizontal line is known as x-axis and the vertical line is known as y-axis. Now we will take the quantities which are independent on the horizontal side and which are dependent on the vertical side. Dependent quantities and independent quantities. We will take the independent quantities along x-axis and we will take the dependent quantities along y-axis. Dependent quantities along y-axis and independent quantities along x-axis. And by using the data we have to draw the bar graph. For example, we have a question number 4 from our exercise 13b. In this question the table is showing the number of cars and the number of people. Table shows the number of cars and number of in which only one person is present in each. There are 25 cars in which two people are present. There are 20 cars in which 3 people are present. There are 30 cars in which 4 persons are present. There are 25 cars in which 5 persons are present. So here we have our data in a organized form. The survey was conducting at a traffic junction to know that how many people are present in each car. So the survey has been conducted and you have data in organized form. Now you have to do the step number 3, and that is display of data. You have to display this data. Yes. How will you display that? You have to display the data by using bar graph. You have to display this data by using the bar graph. You know what is a bar graph? Bar graph is a graphical representation of data, quantities and maybe numbers using strips and bars. You have to draw the strips and bars. So let's draw our bar graph. Students, you have to note this definition on your notebooks and you have to learn it. We are going to draw our bar graph using the data, display of data. Yeah, presentation of data. Data using bar graph. So we have two lines. One is vertical and the other is horizontal. The horizontal line is known as x-axis and the vertical line is known as y-axis. So we will take the independent quantities along the x-axis and we will take the dependent quantities along the y-axis. Now tell me which are the dependent quantities and which are the independent quantities. The number of cars are dependent or independent? What do you say, class? The number of cars are dependent quantities or independent quantities? Yes, tell me. The number of cars are the dependent quantities and the number of people? Yes, these are the independent quantities. We will take the number of people along x-axis. Number of people along x-axis and number of cars along y-axis. So we have decided that the number of people are independent quantity and the number of cars are dependent quantities. We have taken the number of people along x-axis and the number of cars along y-axis. Now the second step is we have to decide our scale. We have to decide our scale. For example, we have 20, 25, again 20, 30 and then 25 number of cars. So how we will select our scale? We may start it from 0 and we may adjust it like 5. The division should be equal when you are going to decide your scale. 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. the number of cars, number of people 1, 2. The division should be of the same size 3, 4 and 5. Along x-axis we have taken the number of people, along y-axis we have taken the number of cars. For number of cars we have select the scale of margin 5. So now we have to draw the bar graph using this data. How we will do so? First we have to see that in how many cars only one person is present in each. In how many cars only one person is present in each? 20 cars. In 20 cars only one person is present. So taking the equal margin by using scale, we will draw our first bar. Second one, there are 25 cars in which 2 persons are present. And the width of the bar graph should be same for each. Second one, there are again 20 cars in which 3 persons are present. And there are 30 cars in which 4 persons are present, and there are again 25 cars in which 5 persons are present. So we have drawn our bar graph. How? First we should know the dependent quantities and independent quantities. We will take the independent quantities along x-axis and we will take the dependent quantities along y-axis. Okay? There are 20 cars in which only one person is present in each. There are 25 cars again in which 2 persons are present in each car, and there are again 20 cars in which 3 persons are present in each, and there are 30 cars in which 4 persons are present, and there are 25 again cars in which 5 persons are present. Now you have to find out that find the total number of cars. How will you find the total numbers of cars? As you have data in organized form from the table, you can find it easily. 20 plus 25, total numbers of cars, total number of cars is equal to 20 plus 25 plus 20 plus 30 plus 25. Okay, now you have to add them. Yes, add them. get the answer 120. There are 120 cars at a traffic junction. The second step is find the total number of people. Find the total number of people in all cars. So first we know that there are 20 cars in which only one person is present. So 20 multiply 1, it will gives you 20. And there are 25 cars in which how many persons are present? 2. You will multiply 2 with 25 and it will give you 50. Again there are 20 cars in which 3 persons are present and it will give you 60. There are 30 cars in which 4 persons are present and it will give you 120. There are again 25 cars in which 5 persons are present and it will give you 5 into 5 25, 5 and 2 will carry. So 5 2s are 10, it will give you 125. So you know that there are 20 cars in which only one person is present, so it will give you 20. There are 25 cars in which 2 persons are present and it will give you 50. There are 20 cars in which 3 persons are present, so it will give you 60. There are 30 cars in which 4 persons are present, it will give you 120. There are 25 cars in which 5 persons are present, so it will give you 125. So you have to find that how many people are present in all the cars. So what you will do now, you have to add them. Okay, add them. What you will get, your answer will be number of people in all cars is equal to 5, 8, 13, 15 and 2, 17, 7, 1 will carry 1, 2 and add 1, 3. So there are total 375 people which are present in car at a traffic junction. And there are total 120 cars at a traffic junction. And the bar graph for the number of cars to the number of people is here. So we have done with this question. You have to revise or practice this question at home. Okay students, Allah Hafiz.